Hello, my dear viewers. Welcome to this reading. This reading is for everyone, for the whole collective, for each and every one of us. It's for this weekend. This weekend that we're crossing over from October to November. So from October 31st to November 2nd, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 2025. And it's for the whole collective. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here. Thank you all for being here. I'd like also to say that I'm absolutely in gratitude for those of you who are supporting my health by watching 102 extra videos. I'm really in gratitude for that. And thank you all. My best wishes to you all, and best wishes for those of you who are celebrating anything special this weekend. I wish you the best of the best. And those of you who are celebrating birthdays, I wish you a very happy birthday. May you have a glorious birthday with my best wishes. My dear viewers, there is one thing I'd like to point out. For only those of you who are very interested, not everybody is interested in this situation that I'm going to talk about, but for those of you who are interested, this is in regard to lucky numbers to play in lottery or lotto. So what I'd like to tell you about that is that I've done a new post dated today, the 1st of November 1st, 2025, and I've written down and explaining everything. First and foremost, I'd like to make it very clear that I was given 3 games for each sign to be given from the year 2020 it started. I guess, it was something I never believed in. All my life I used to be asked to give numbers to friends, people, give me numbers, winning numbers. I never did that. I never believed in it. I didn't want to give hope, false hope. But when the heavens intervened in 2019, just before the pandemic began, I was given this order in my meditation continuously until I actually acted on it to give these numbers out to the collective. And so I did. I was given the numbers in 2020, then in 2021, and then I think, 3 sectors anyway, until 2022, I think. So after that, nothing happened. I thought that was it. That was the finale. You play those numbers for the rest of your life until you win. And the bare minimum, like I've always said. So now, all of a sudden, the 1st of November, that's what I'll put the post there for you all to read, that I was, in the last time I was meditating, I was told that there will be new numbers for 2025 coming up in December 2025 in your money, work, career reading for every star sign. And I'll be putting the numbers there. I'll put them on the post. For those of you who can't see the post, you'll see them. So you've already got the 3 years plus the 2025. You will have 4 games to play. Make sure you play them all, so you don't want to miss out. You don't want one of your friends who's, let's say, the same sign as you comes up and says, oh, I won with the 2021 numbers. I won the lottery, the lotto, the millions. And you'll say, oh my God, but I only played the new ones in 2025. It doesn't work like that. You've got to know. I was told that you play these numbers for the rest of your life till you win. But you don't spend too much, so it doesn't affect your budget. I've made it very clear over and over, doing videos, writing about it, talking about it. Please understand. You're given 3 batches for 2020, 2021, 2022. Nothing else until now. New batches are coming for December 2025. So you've got 3 batches. Each batch is a game. Then you've got the 2025 that's coming up. That's going to be the 4th batch. So you'll have 4 games to play. You can't play 2020 and 2025 and not 2020. You've got to play them all. So that's what I've been told to tell you. The rest is up to you. Final decision is always yours. You do whatever you think is right. But you have been told what the procedure is. So if you're not interested in this, just fast forward it. But I want you to know, once the 2025 December reading, money reading for every star sign, you get yours. And it'll be added to the list. So you've got 4 games to play, and you don't stop. You keep playing them. Even if you play $2-3, even if you play once a month, if you can't afford it once a month, every 3 months, but you do it continuously. So if you decide to do it every 3 months, you make sure you do it every 3 months. That's all I'm saying. If you want to do it every week, do it every week, whatever your budget allows, but you don't stop until you win or until you give up and you don't want to win anything. That's it. That's when you stop. And that's all there is to it. That's all I had to convey to you. That's what I had to deliver to you, and I've done it. So December 2025, new numbers, and I think these are the finale. And you know what's amazing? All these years we didn't get nothing until the year of the snake. And the year of the snake is the year many of you might win, because the snake is connected to the lottery and to the lotto. The white snake is winning the lotto. Google it. Okay, it comes from ancient wisdom, and that it was enforced to be put on Google. So, my dear viewers, let us begin now with the reading. It's in the post, and the post is where the playlist is. And where's the playlist? In the channel. So where's the name of the channel? You click on the name of the channel, and then you enter. If you haven't signed up, just sign up. It's nothing like any other thing that you sign up. Once you enter, there is post, there is playlist, there's home, there's a lot of words. What you do, you choose post. And when you go on the post, I'm actually saying that if you've subscribed, you would have got this automatically. It says 1st of November, and there's new messages for you. There's news, important news for you to know. And then you go into the original post, which is the one, and I've given the name of that post. It's got a heading. You click on the post of that heading, which is about 2-3 posts prior to the ones that you'll see, and then you just go in there and all the information is there for you. So I've made it very clear. Please know this. And now I will start this reading. Let's concentrate. What are we doing? Let's see what this weekend is going to be like. So Friday 31st, October 31st to November 2nd, Sunday 2025. What does the heaven, the universe, what do they want us all to know? The truth. And we've got it. Okay, it says relationship. I guess many people are concerned about relationships and want to know. So that's why this has come up for the majority, for the collective. It says your primary relationship is with yourself and God. I guess first. First, it's always with yourself and God. And then every other relationship follows from there on. Very important to know that. To attract, to heal, or to balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving creator, the universe, if you don't believe in God. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. So that's all there is to it. Connect to your higher self. That's what I always say. Connect to your higher self, and that connects you to the supreme power that governs the universe. And that way, you're able to listen, you're able to hear, you're able to open up, and your chakras are heightened, your vibration is heightened, everything is heightened. And then you'll be able to heal yourself within, and then be able to deal with everyone and give your love and compassion to everybody else. Let's take on 2 more important messages for the collective. And we've got renewal. This is about renewal in partnerships. This is about renewal in life. This is about renewal in your beauty, your look, your health, your physical, your internal, your emotions. Everything is going to be renewed and is going to be vibrant. A great new beginning that's going to bring you a lot of happiness and great partnerships. It's connected to partnerships. Isn't it amazing? Relationship, because relationship can be any relationship and partnership can be any partnership. But that's incredible how that was connected that way. Okay, but there's abundant coming. Abundance, but you will be abundant. That's what I meant to say. Abundance in different areas is coming, especially partnerships. And you will be abundant in many ways. Okay, I think this came to a reading for someone. I think it was for Leo. Yeah, I did hear something like that. Anyway, let's take on the next one. You are going to be empowered. So much power is coming, believe it or not, in November. And it's going to affect a lot of the whole collective. Power beyond your expectations. You are going to be so... This is, again, connection to the vibration and heightening your power, your higher self, your intuition. But more and more your heart and your higher self. I see also here a lot of awakening taking place, seeing, dealing with the past. I see November is going to impact your life on a grand scale, today being the 1st of November. That I'm doing this reading. But I was late. It was due on 31st. But anyway, it doesn't matter. November is going to impact everybody. Now, okay, what's here? We've got the Chinese Year of the Dragon, which is all about power and intelligence and awareness, very powerful intellect. And then you've got the Chinese Year of the Dog and November itself, all of that. Chinese Year of the Dog, which is to do with partnerships, which is to do with starting families, which is to do with pets, children, and also loyalty and friendship. Okay, so that's what's happening. That's the empowerment, perhaps. It's giving you some guidance to where it's going to be affected. Now let's start 2 messages from this deck for everyone, the truth for the whole collective. So we've got the Queen of Wands, which is someone of fire energy, Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is connected to November. So Sagittarius here very strong. Also, we've got Leo and we've got Aries. A fire energy that's going to be very supportive, someone wonderful, very magnetic, very powerful. The Queen of Wands is known for her power, but it's not gender biased. So this could be any gender. Someone that is exceptionally supportive, attractive, powerful, and magical. Some of you who are fire energies could be considering relocating. The Two of Wands is relocation. That's coming next for fire energies. Perhaps some of you, not all of you. Now I'm going to take on the second one and see what that one says. Wow. It does show that there is going to be, it could be connected to people of fire energy. It could be yourself, or the person that you're dealing with might have strong fire energy in them. The Two of Swords shows an impasse. You've reached a level where there's nothing that can be done. Maybe you're not seeing it right now, but ultimately you will end up seeing that every attempt is failing. Every resolution is failing. And when that happens, you know that that's happening to put an end to something. So there's no use prolonging it. Yes, you might be grieving the loss of this situation or this person. Yes, it's going to be emotionally very difficult, but it is going to bring on a major change in your life. So that's in regard to separation, endings, and maybe perhaps a chapter that's due to end. It's ending now. Let's take on 2 messages from another deck and see what else is there to know. Cutting twice for everybody. Wow, we have a great new beginning. So this ending is happening because you're destined for a new beginning. And in this new beginning, believe it or not, you are going to get exactly what you need. Not what you want, but what you need. There's a big difference between what you want and what is truly needed for you, or for your highest good. So you are going to be triumph, you're going to be victorious, and there's success coming. Victorious, victory, success in every way. Not to mention the truth, awareness, and clarity. Finally seeing things so clearly, you'll know where you stand, why everything took place the way it has, and you are going to be given the power, the strength, the courage to continue this ending and this new beginning. This could be connected to Leo. This can also be for people who have Leo in them. Okay, now the next message for the whole collective is, this is the Hermit, connected to Virgo, connected to September. Also, it's connected to, so people who have Virgo, dealing with people that have Virgo, dealing with Virgo, people that are dealing with Virgo, or you have Virgo within you. This is about taking time out and really, really introspecting and going deep and thinking as to where you are now, where you're heading after this ending, where you're going in this new beginning. What is it that you are going to discover? How much clarity will you have? And what kind of a life do you want? What do you want to start? Have you ever thought about it when you're in the midst of something that you know it's ending and you are miserable and you're sad and you're overwhelmed? If you just step away for a moment and just go into silence and think, how do I want my life to be after this ending? What shall I do next? What shall I do that I wasn't able to do before? What can I do to improve my life and bring more fun, more happiness, more perspective, more excitement, more adventure? That's all you got to do. While you're miserable thinking, think the positive. So you can think of the negative and the sad part, but also start bringing in the positive so that you can start planning for the next life, the next chapter, which is any day now. It's starting soon. So that is the Virgo, especially those of you, like I said, with Virgo. This is the Hermit. So taking, and again, look at this. So this was given when this was here, what you don't see coming. And in regard to, you are going to be given the strength, the courage, the power to overcome all. Don't get angry, whatever you do. You are going to be supported. You are in grace. You're not alone. Okay, let's move on. And Leo here, very strong. Okay, let's move on to the next level. And the next level will be, what are we doing? Yes, we'll take this one here, this deck. Let's have a look. I'm going to cut once. Wow. Wow, look at this. Oh, 2 cards came. Okay, so look what we've got. We've got the greatest nurturing, loving energy of the heavens or the universe. that has unconditional loving and does give you abundance. It is so generous. It gives you abundance in many areas of your life. And you know what's incredible? The Ten of Cups, the highest level of fulfillment and dreams come true alongside it. Just to prove that everything that's coming from the Empress, this powerful, loving, godly energy, this heavenly energy that is so powerful, that gives you so many blessings in many areas, it doesn't cover one area of your life. You are going to be abundant in so many ways, and this is coming. You are going to be favored, and you'll know you're favored. You know, sometimes in some areas of your life you feel like, this is happening to me, like I feel so lucky. Why isn't it happening to everybody else? And you sense it, that you are favored, and that's when you are in grace. That's when you are really cherished by the heavens or the universe. The Ten of Cups shows your dreams and wishes come true. Some of you could be purchasing your own home. Some of you could be purchasing your own business. Some of you could be moving to a new place. Some of you are starting a new life and loving it. Don't forget, we have got renewal. And renewal talks about a new lease of life, where there is absolutely starting over, a lot of compensations. This is the Judgment card. A lot of happiness. A lot of change that you are going to get used to. And you know what? A lot of comfort and a lot of peace, harmony, when all this is united. So I feel like this is going to be absolutely great for everybody. So we've got 2 cards already out. So all I'm going to do now is cut for one more. And what else can happen? You can be just, or after all that I talked about, you'll be celebrating. Celebrations are coming. Something wonderful is about to happen in your life. It could be a windfall. It could be a gift from the heavens, a gift from someone. It could be a union where you're uniting with someone and you're able to buy your own business or your dream home with somebody and starting over after an ending. Or, like I said, it could be a windfall, because now it's all about this situation I've been talking about, writing about, and consumed about, and looking forward to what I'm going to be given. What's so special about 2025, that after all these years, I'm getting numbers, lucky winning numbers for the collective, each their own. Each star sign, they get their own. So, you know, some of you could be winning. And, you know, there was some mention of me getting a gift out of this. So I don't expect anything, but that's what I feel like the heavens have orchestrated somewhat. Now, look. So I did say in the post, I said, don't forget me when you win big. Okay, I have one in the past, but small, not that big. But I did give most of what I had, I went to charity, and, you know, all over different countries in the world. So I didn't leave much for myself, but I'm okay, I'm comfortable. But of course, if you do win millions and you want to contribute a gift or two, I would really appreciate it. The end of a chapter. This is incredible. This is the injustice with it. Oh my God, and a rise in your money. Okay, so it's all connected, as you can see, because it's all connected to the Two of Swords. After this is about timing. The Two of Swords is about timing. After this is over, when there may be, okay, so we're in November, December, January, so February, I would say. For some of you, it might happen in January. Some of you might be, actually, it's February. I'll just talk about February. By February, something is ending. And when this ends, what's coming, and this is about a chapter ending, a karmic chapter ending, and you're rising beyond where you are, and there's large sums of money, and your financial status rises, also your portfolio, and you become really wealthy, and you can travel and become a life of leisure and not need to work. But this is really rewarding. The world is absolute reward, travel and all that. Justice will prevail for you. All is going to be in your favor. If there's court cases, if there are lawsuits, if there is big amounts of money that has to be exchanging hands, it's all going to be in your favor. If there is any injustice, it's all going to be all for you. Remember that. This could be also connected to someone that's Libra. Okay, so now we move on to the next level. Yes, Virgo, Libra. And what else did we have? Okay, those two. So, and the Chinese hero, the dragon, and the dog. All right. The Seven of Pentacles shows there is going to be a horrific rise in your money. It is going to be so much that you are going to be in awe. Perhaps now you'll understand when I said you got to plan well, because you're able to buy your dream home or your dream business or something, or even your dream car, your dream boat, whatever you wanted to buy or to own for the longest time. But you've got to be patient and plan well how to put this money, where to put it, how to invest it, because it's going to be a drastic rise in your money. You are going to be quite wealthy. So prepare for this. That's what's coming. Now that goes there and this goes here. Actually, I'll bring this down a little bit over here. All right, now I'm going to take 2 messages from another deck and see what's going on there. Let's remove these out of the way. Cutting twice. So the first one, here we go for the collective. This weekend is going to be celebrations. Maybe some of you are celebrating something really big to do with money or to do with love. It is possible love, someone new entering your love, because this can be also about happiness, emotional fulfillment to the highest level. So you could be meeting a soulmate. There's a lot of people, you know, in the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or let's say for the past month, I've seen soulmate practically in every signs reading. Soulmate is all over the place. Like never before. Now, overcoming obstacles and abundance. This is wealth. Wealth to the highest level and degree. Overcoming all your obstacles, removing all obstacles, because you'll have the power, you'll have the wealth to do so. And perhaps even owning your own business, being your owner, a boss, taking over, taking charge, making so much progress and taking charge. But no more obstacles, and this could be the rise in your money. This could be the celebration. And this could be the justice that you truly need. And with it comes all the happiness that you can imagine with the crown. Because not only the removal of obstacles and taking charge and becoming in control of your life, but there's abundance coming. There is wealth coming. There is fulfillment coming. All of that is coming. All of it is going to be delivered to you. So this is more than anyone would expect. This is like, it's too good to be true, you could say. But at the same time, I feel like this is something that seems to be destined, and it seems to be synchronized to the point where every card is answering to another card. So when we had the Empress, the power of abundance, and then we've got with it the 10 of Cups, that surely is like a miracle. It just shows every area of your life is going to be fulfilled, because it's about fulfillment in every area. And the 10 of Cups is nothing but fulfillment and dreams come true. So it's all synchronizing. And of course, you got the victory and both triumph and success, as you can see, and wealth. So all of it put together, it's magic after magic, one magical moment after another. And being empowered, also don't forget empowerment, right? The power, the renewal with compensation and abundance coming that way too. So it's all over the place. Luck, rise in your money, justice, wealth, abundance being taken care of. So this area of your life now, you can't see what I'm talking about. The Two of Swords doesn't let you see anything because you're consumed. Try to find resolution, and then now you've reached a level, because the Hermit shows that you've stepped into a mode where you know this is an ending situation. Deep inside of your heart, you know. So you're thinking how miserable you are going to be, when this is going to be over, what are you going to do, how to move on, looking for answers. But the answers are all here for you. You are maybe in this stage, you haven't seen what's coming, but what's coming is magical. Now, for some of you, there could be a fire energy, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. And if you want to know who this is, in your general reading, just bear with me, October general reading, I'll just have a sip of water. Excuse me. In your October reading, general reading for October, according to your sign, you can find out who this fire energy is, literally. To a very refined degree, you'll know who this person is. The other important factor is that I'm doing general reading now for everybody for November. So you can look at the October one, and then you can again watch the November one, and then you'll see, you'll get a deep, profound synchronicity, and you'll know who it is. Like, it's so amazing, because I get sometimes 7 of the same card, and you get to see who your soulmate is, who is the person that's becoming supportive, and who is the person that's leaving, and everything in your general reading. Okay, enough about that. You'll know who this fire energy is, because this fire energy could be someone new that brings you a lot of happiness, because we've got we've got this. Because of this fulfillment in every area, and this varies. By the way, I'm going to clarify it. So let's see. Let me finish this quickly and I'll clarify. The truth for the collective, the next message. Right, some of you could be moving for work. This is about money coming in slowly, steady progress, but some of you could be getting an offer that you can't refuse, and with that there may be movement. In good time, this is all going to happen. There's going to be long-term progress, non-stop progress coming your way. So that's really great to know. Of course, if you want to know more about your money situations, you're always welcome to watch your money reading for October. Money reading for November has been done. Yes, your November money reading has been done, so you can look at that one. But the fun one is going to be December money reading, because that's going to have the new numbers, lucky numbers for lotto, lottery win. Okay, let's take 2 messages from this deck, and we've got the axe. Very interesting. I'll talk about that in a moment. I always deliver the messages for the collective. Okay, we got the hammock and another one. According to what I know, not always, because I know too much, so I just try to do as little as possible. And according to the tea leaf, because it does make a difference. I've seen the difference. Okay, that's enough. Now let's have a look. Okay, now I'll get the bad ones out of the way and leave the good ones at the end. Okay, so the axe and the casket, they're very much united. The axe is about an ending. The axe is about a situation that is completely coming to an end. It is about the removal of someone or a situation from your life, one that was very hard, difficult, a karmic chapter perhaps, an overwhelming chapter that was tiring, karmic, tiring, suffocating. It's coming to an end. It's the Two of Swords. So something or someone is being removed. In some cases, in a very, very minority cases, there could be someone passing on. Somebody could be leaving, as in leaving this world. It is possible. And in the majority of the time, the casket is about transformations, like the Death card, changes. And it's connected to Scorpio. It doesn't mean someone Scorpio is going to pass away. No. The Death card is connected to Scorpio. Like I always point out, this is the Hermit and this is Libra. So, I just point those out. So the Death card is connected to Scorpio, but it means there could be an ending in some Scorpio's life. Somebody could be leaving, a situation that was very difficult might be removed, but it's happening for the collective. This is for all of us. So there is the removal of a chapter or some situation coming to an end and preparing you for a new one. All the endings are because of a new life that's coming. So that's what the casket and that's what the axe are. Now I'm going to read according to the tea leaf. The axe, according to tea leaf, is forces working against you. Forces working against you. That's the axe. I'll put it over here. Yep. And then we've got the casket. It says someone going out of your life. Someone leaving your life. Or the end of a situation. Exactly that. The apple is about temptation. And it is about nourishment and taking care of your health. According to the tea leaf, it says temptation is testing you. Okay, we agree on that one to some degree. Hammock. The hammock is about vacation. It's about relaxation. It's about taking time out. It's about being burned out and you're forced a trip away, or taking time out to heal, or a small short trip. A very quick short trip is possible. And it can be a long trip also. The hammock, it says taking a vacation physically or mentally. Sometimes it's just mentally, where you need to take time out like the Hermit and just meditate and replenish that way. Okay, now that we established that, I'm going to go now clarifying the cards so we can understand things better. Okay, so we're going to start with the best one here, which is the 10 of Cups for the collective. What is happening? Right. For those of you who are closed off and not happy and sort of like dealing with a twin flame that's very complicated, very controlling perhaps, it's over. Something is ending. Divine intervention into something. There may be a resistance, like you might have tried to resolve this. With the Two of Swords, there's no resolution. That's when you find out that you did everything, but nothing can happen. There could be a situation to do with pride. There could be a situation to do with someone being defensive, guarded, blocked. Somebody wounded. Maybe someone that's, wounded, someone that might have mental issues, or they might have emotional issues, and they might have a past that's so difficult that they haven't overcome and they've closed off. You could be dealing with someone like that, and this is about closed off. This is about an ending, right? This ending happens, and then you are destined. For those of you who are going through this ending, you're destined to have this beautiful new happiness coming. Okay, and the other thing about this, many of you are going to be meeting your twin flames. Yes, a twin flame connection is coming, and you are going to fall head over heels. It's going to be so magical, spiritual, magnetic, divine connection. So it is, of course, fated. And there's going to be, it could be a very strong soulmate connection. For some, it could be a twin flame. For others, it could be a soulmate. So it's going to give you all that happiness and a lot of fulfillment. So that is wonderful. So once something is ending, something new is coming. And so direct and to the point. Let's see the Empress and the power of the Empress and the magnitude and the generosity of the Empress. Wow. The generosity of the Empress is all about seeing clearly. Number one, alchemy. Alchemy is about putting things together. This is about Sagittarius again. This is the Sagittarius card. I mean, I always say that, and now we got the Sagittarius card, Temperance. This is about bringing healing and moderation into your life. This is about emotional satisfaction and stability that's about to come in your life, enter your life. All you need to do is be patient for the transformations that are about to take place. You are going to be in awe as to what's coming. This is all connected to being patient, because you're going to have a great life coming. Self-love is important. Getting yourself out of this situation. Your intentions should be placed on self-love and how to heal yourself, how to create something that makes you happy. Self-worth, expansion, all of those things, and a lot of meditation. A lot of quiet time and doing meditation and setting your intentions, how to awaken yourself to high levels. I always say this, to awaken yourself to high levels and to expand, elevate your vibrations is the only way to overcome the ego, and therefore to remove any damage from the past and regain your self-worth and your, self-healing. So focusing on your desires at heart is going to be number one, and of course, to get to that level, you do need to have some silence and some form of, but you know what? I feel like having these cards come up in regard to the Empress, this is a very nurturing, loving energy that gives you a lot of healing. So it gives you a lot of abundance in many areas. This is going to heal even your emotional state, because Temperance also is, not having stability emotionally, and perhaps even mentally, and even physically sometimes for some. So stability is coming. Emotional stability and every possible stability, even a possibility of home and regular and having a place of your own, and your refuge, your sanctuary. It's all going to happen. So the Empress is going to bring you that, and it's bringing you also self-love and understanding, who you are, your self-worth, and vibrating you to high levels. Okay, now let's have a look at the new beginning that comes with victory and success. Right, it says, wow, the Ace of Fire, a new passion begins. Something wonderful is about to begin. But this one here, okay, so the new beginning is going to eliminate your doubts. Doubts bring on fear. You don't know where you're going to end up, what's going to happen. All those doubts, all that brings on fear. It's anxiety, all of that, overthinking, negative outlook. When something ends, something that was your comfort zone, something that you had gotten used to, even you were not happy, it was really difficult. But now to go out there to face up something new, of course, there's a lot of fear. So the new beginning is saying, Ace of Sword, because it's the Ace of Sword, it says you are going to have epiphanies. You are going to be having the highest level of awareness. And that's why we've got the power also of the dragon, which gives you empowerment, just like the Ace of Swords, where it says there's so much clarity, so much truth that all your doubts, all your uncertainty will be eliminated. You will know exactly where you're going. And then we've got the Ace of Fire, which is the Wands, Ace of Wands, a new beginning, a new adventure, a new job, action. You are going to be filled with desire. You're able to start something magnificent, and it's all happening for you. So prepare for that. Now that's magnificent. That is, how many times do I have to say magnificent? It's just great. It just, everything sort of, sits together. Now, talking about fire energy, let's have a look at the Queen of Wands for the collective. What is the energy? Okay, the energy of Queen of Wands is about support when you are going through separation. It's about lost love that could be coming back to you. It could be about feeling abandoned, going through a divorce. This could be also a divorce, of course, broken dreams, heartbreak, grief, all of that coming to an end. Why I say coming to an end? Because we've got the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is saying goodbye to the past. So this tells me many of you who have got strong fire energy in you, okay, or you might be dealing with a fire energy, you're saying goodbye to the past and starting fresh, starting new with the Ace of Fire. It's just going to be magic. It is going to be magic with so much to be grateful for. So there's a passion beginning that is going to be overwhelming. It could be a twin flame very easily. Okay, I'll put the celebration away because this could be a twin flame. Someone wonderful entering your life because we've got the fire here. Twin flame, as in fire, we've got the fire. The new passion that's beginning. That's going to ignite your life. And it's going to give you so much to be grateful for. So much happiness is coming. Eliminating all the sadness, all the grief, all the doubt. And all the uncertainty is going to disappear because you'll know who you are, where you're heading. And it's going to be, you are going to be supported. You're not alone. And that's very important. So you are going to feel abundant, contented, happy, and all of that. All of it together. So let's move on to the next level. The axe is just showing something's ending. Something's being removed from your life. That's no longer wanted. That's all. Now, we'll go to the Two of Swords and the Hermit together because they're united. Let's have a look at them. And it says it's all about your North Node. And your North Node is all about destiny. And it's about the Wheel of Fortune, fate, evolution, and how you are evolving to the next level. You're finding the true your life's path. You know where you're heading. You get to see all of that once this is over. Because now, when you're in it, you don't see it. That's what the Two of Swords is. When you're in a situation that is so complicated and there are no resolutions, you can't see a way out. But once it's over, once it's removed, and that's exactly what's happening, this karmic challenge, it was a karmic one, as I told you, a karmic challenge, a karmic chapter comes to an end, and then comes the rewards. Then you are rewarded. And that's what this is all about. The rewards are going to be endless. With the renewal, it's all about rewards. And look at the next card. Oh my God, I didn't even see that. We got the Fool. Now, the Fool is connected to Aquarius. For those of you who are dealing with someone that might have Aquarius in them, or the person that's leaving, it could be Aquarius, or you could have Aquarius within you. The Fool is about freedom. You're finally going to be free from being entangled in a situation that you can't resolve, that it's dead end. So you're breaking free, a new cycle that changes everything. And the change is going to be so fast and so profound. You are going to know your direction. You're going to take a leap of faith. You are going to feel that you have no cares in the world at all. This is magnificent for all of us. Okay, that's the end of that. Let's do quickly other information. Something from the heart. Your heart, somebody else. Oh, no. Oh, here we go. Did something fall on the floor? No. I'll take one more maybe for the collective, because we're doing for the collective. I'll take 3. Okay, now let's have a look at these. Either your heart or somebody else's heart. What's everybody thinking? It says, I know I need to work on myself. So someone really knows that they've got major issues, and I feel like it's connected to an air energy, possibly, because we've got Aquarius here. Your independence is sexy. Your independence is sexy. Somebody might be really getting turned on how independent and powerful you are. I don't like all the attention you're getting. Somebody's jealous. Look at that. Because you're getting a lot of attention. You could be feeling that towards someone. They're getting a lot of attention. That could also be the case. Especially if you are air, earth energy. That is a possibility. Okay. Now, let's go into the next level. Right. Free yourself. Let go of the past. Time to free yourself. Take control of your life. take control of your life and let go of someone or something. Something that's been overwhelming you. Anyway, it's coming to an end. It's going to be removed anyhow. So it says attraction. Then comes attraction. You are going to be feeling attracted to someone. There's romantic love possible. You are going to enjoy the moment. So do know that there is someone magical coming. That's good to know. And then finally, there was another part. Oh yes, I just remembered which one it was. Right, that was this deck here. Do I do this usually? I'll take one message for the collective. Oh, this is jumping. It says, deep in your heart, you already know the truth. You already know the answer. Looking for answers, the Hermit. Deep inside of your heart, you already know the answer. So do what feels right. Because you already know. Your higher self already knows. You're already vibrating on a high level. So remember, attraction is coming. Something wonderful is coming. A lot of happiness is coming. A lot to celebrate is coming. You got so much to be grateful for. So much as to that's changing your life. Just the attraction itself, the fact that you are going to have a twin flame or a soulmate coming in your life, a lot of celebration, a lot of happiness, all of it is coming, and destiny is intervening, and not to mention your freedom and the rise in your money. So all of it is coming, justice, everything. So from every avenue, you are so protected and so much in grace. Finally, I'm going to go through the Chinese cookies to see, is there anything important they want to tell us? 1 or 2 with 2 shuffles. So that's the first shuffle. Nothing came. I've got to cut it. So we've got the first one. And the second one, shuffle. And there it is. Okay, good. Let's have a look at the Chinese cookie and see what it says. Right, glasses on, and I've got major life changes. Wow, which we know already, the renewal. It says major life changes. Time is ripe for a major life change. We're talking about this renewal, so you know. This new life that's coming. It says, time is ripe for major life changes as a new lifestyle or location. Remember I said the 2 of Wands at the beginning. I said there's relocation possible for some of you. This relocation, this new location where you will start your new lifestyle, it's going to bring you joy, great joy, not normal joy, but great joy, and a trouble-free existence. You'll be living in harmony. Just like I said before, you are going to live in harmony and peace. Very important to know that. And then care is required. It says guard yourself against deception. And be careful of making foolish mistakes at this time. So be careful of deceptive people. Be aware, be mindful. And whatever you do, don't make any foolish mistakes. So be alert and focus. All you have to do is focus. You are empowered. You are supported. The heavens are with you. The universe is watching over you. There's so much to be happy about. Just do the right thing by focusing. The more you focus, the more you can deal with situations on a better level. Remember, when wealth comes, there's a lot of documentation. There's a lot of paperwork. And there's a lot to be invested when there's a lot of money coming. There's investments. There's dealing with where to put your money, what is safe. When you're moving for work or starting a new business, which both of them are shown here, there is so much to do. So, and when there's a court case for you to win, which you are winning, when you're releasing someone and changing lives, so much happens. All you have to do is say to yourself, I will just do my best to focus. When you wake up in the morning, focus. Focus and, be alert. Don't get swayed and distracted by friends or messages or, at this time, especially when it's very, very overwhelming, a little bit of extra focus and less communication. That's all just my advice. You can throw it away, but use it if you wish it, if it's going to help you in any way. My best wishes, regards, love, light to each and every one of you. Please give me a thumbs up. Have a wonderful weekend. And don't forget to support me by only watching 1 or 2 extra videos per week. That supports my health, and I'm in gratitude for all of you doing that for me. And for those who are not doing it, just being here watching, that is my gratitude also. But your support means the world to me. Love and light, peace, blessings, and namaste.